Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reclaiming My Life. Today, I want you all to put your hands together. No, better yet, stand to your feet for author, actress, designer, stylist. And look, y'all know I'm talking about Oprah Winfrey's network, okay? Y'all know the show Ready to Love. Meet the beautiful actress, Sabrina Seoul.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Look, Sabrina, I'm just so excited to have you here with me today. And I just want us to take the people on a journey because you have definitely been on a journey.
I have.
You know,
I've been there.
and you're still on the journey, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And blessed to be able to do it.
Amen. Amen. I know that, you've had some trials and trauma in your life. And this is what this show is about. We talk about the trials and trauma that we've experienced in life, how we overcome and reclaim our lives. So if you would, because I bought a book from you and it was just, wow, so moving. Like, people look at us and then they don't realize we go through stuff, right?
Yes.
Take us on your journey and tell us about the trauma you experienced in your life.
So, oh, wow. It started off when I was very young. And I want to say when I was about 15 years old, so let me start off here. When I do my public speaking, I always say, I wish I had a me growing up, the woman that I am now, because, growing up, it was really hard for me. I really didn't have any guidance. I didn't have, people in my life to say, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. That might not end well, so I kind of had to learn, from my mistakes, and hence why I'm here now, with all these experiences behind me. And, starting off very young, I really didn't know, what dating was. I didn't know what it was supposed to look like. I just didn't know what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. I had never really been around that. So, I dated men that just were not good for me. And, at the age of 15, I met this man, and that's when it started. I met this man and I just knew he was the love of my life at 15 years old. you know. And, as time went on, I realized that this man was not good for me. And it was actually the very first relationship I had ever been in, and I had experienced domestic violence. And this was actually very violent. And, I remember towards the end of our relationship, and at that time I was about 16. I was a little over 16, about 16 and a half. He said to me, he said, if you ever leave me, I'm going to kill you.
Wow.
And I believed him. And I remember that day we got into a really big argument, and he put a gun up to my head, and the gun went off, but I hit his hand, so the bullet missed me. So,
Oh my God.
and that was my very first experience. And then, as a young lady growing up and being in different relationships as I've gotten older, and I'm just like, wow, like it happened more than once in my life. It happened a few times, and I started to believe, like, is this how all men are? Like, is this what's supposed to happen? Like, I didn't understand it. And I want to say in 2016, 17, I met a man. And like I said, it actually happened a few times throughout my life. But then I met a man in 2017. He and I dated. And of course, he was the best thing since sliced bread, honey. I was like, I hit the jackpot. And that was probably, I want to say, even though that experience when I was 15, 16, that happened, that was bad. But this last experience that I went through with him, I want to say was the worst because I was of age and I was really in love with this man. So I
Uh-huh.
knew what it felt like and how, being in love with someone, I knew how that felt. And he and I, we didn't agree with something. We were at the gas station and I got out. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm like, you're verbally abusing me. I was like, I just can't do it anymore. And when I got out of the car, he got out of the car with me and I was walking away. I didn't know where I was walking to, but I just wanted to get away from him.
Uh-huh.
And while I was walking, he came up behind me and he fished me in my face. And in that very moment, so many different emotions were going through my head. And the first thing I thought was, is he going to kill me? Is he going to keep beating me? And, the second thing was, like, is this really happening to me?
Right.
Because you don't think things like this could really happen to you.
Right.
And after that happened, I said to myself, this has happened to me one too many times.
Okay.
And I need to tell my story and I need to put myself out there and let people know, people see me on social media and they think, oh, she has a perfect life or she's good. Like, oh, everything is good. No, it's not. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to tell you my story.
Yes.
Once I started to be a little bit more boisterous on social media, just talking a little bit more, just being a little bit more transparent and saying, some people are going to love it and some people are going to, why is she saying this on social? I said, I have to start living for me. And I wanted to be very transparent with the audience that I knew I was trying to reach. I was going to reach in the
Yes.
direction where I was supposed to be going. I walk by faith, not by sight. And my spirit
Come
was
on.
saying, this is what you need to do.
Yes.
So when I started to do that, a company, publishing company called Nine Tribe, they reached out to me and they said, we're seeing your posts, like we heard your story. Would you love to be a part and one of the authors in this book that we're writing about, which is solely connected with domestic violence, and all of the people that are in the book have experienced it in some type of way. And guess what? You guys are the survivors. You
Wow.
guys are the ones that made it, that lived to tell your story. Would you like to be a part of it? And I was like, absolutely. Where do I sign up? I was like, I've never written in a book before. I'm not an author. I don't know. They were like, you don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do is just be you and tell your
Tell
story.
your story. Yes.
I became an author.
Yes. I love it. And Sabrina, I was smiling as you were saying, hey, I'm going to put it out there. It's going to be for some and some it won't, because that's exactly what I did a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
I said, I'm tired of holding this in. It's going to help somebody. And that's how, my book came about, Reclaiming My Life, talking
Mhm.
about the sexual trauma and some of the other traumas in my life. That's what this show is about.
Yeah,
And it has truly inspired so many people. And I've had so many people reach out and say, thank you, because I was going through that. So, it does. It helps people when we share. But a lot of times people don't want to share because they feel they would be judged.
absolutely.
You're going to get all of those questions. Well, why did you stay? And why did you do this? And why didn't you?
Absolutely.
But hey, I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm here now. And I thank God that you're here to share your story. Amen.
Amen.
Yes. Yes. So look, let the people know what's the name of the book, because I'm telling y'all, this book is good. It's some beautiful testimonies of survival.
Yes.
And everybody should have this book, because even if you haven't experienced domestic violence, I'm sure that you know somebody who
Yes.
has, and you can share the book. So Sabrina, please let them know again the name of the book and where they can purchase the book.
So the book's name is See No Evil, and it is by Nine Tribe, and you can actually purchase the book directly from me.
All right.
Yeah,
And
just
look,
reach out to
and of
me.
course, I'm going to ask you again, before the show is over, but let them know how they can contact you.
So you can contact me on all social media platforms. You can follow me at Miss Sabrina Seoul. And you can email me at book Sabrina Seoul. And if you slide into my DMs and if you message me like that, or if you send me an email, I definitely can send you an autographed copy. Absolutely.
All right. And look, and she will.
I
Look,
will.
y'all, right. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back. We're going to talk about how Miss Sabrina started reclaiming her life.
She lives with John 3:16 as a daily reminder. This verse serves as a representation of why she gives so freely of herself, firmly believing that if God could send his one and only son to die for our sins, surely she can give of herself to be of service to others. She has a heart that beats with immeasurable rhythm of caring and love. Her arms continuously stretch longer and longer, and yet they never seem to break. This is all evident by the love, care, and commitment she has as a mother, first raising her 3 daughters, for a while as a single mother. She displays a positive example for her daughters as her mother did for her. Many of us have heard or read stories of the close bond she and her mother had and the love she still has for her mother. When it came to mothering, she didn't stop with just her 3 daughters. You see, she received a call that there were 3 little girls, sisters, who needed some extra special love, attention, care, and guidance. And she answered that call with a yes. And just when you might think that would be enough just to take care of them, no. Her love and her heartbeats grew even stronger for them. Those arms stretched longer and wider. She gave more of herself and made them legally hers by adopting them. We have a message from her daughters. How tremendously blessed we are to have come from such a woman as our mother. When we think of all she represents, we are amazed at her daily grace, her strength, resiliency, persistence, love, passion, and her unwavering commitment to her faith, her family, and to her community. A message from her husband. She is my everything. Selfless, supportive, nurturing, and patient. She has a heart for God's people and consistently demonstrates this through community service and feeding the homeless. She possesses a love like no other for our entire family, especially our children. She can cook and she does give the best hugs.
My mission is to encourage and equip others to believe in the possibilities of a happier, healthier, and fulfilled life by inspiring positive change through talk therapy sessions. All right, now y'all, we are here today with Miss Sabrina Seoul. Look, I'm just so excited. If y'all have not watched Ready to Love, y'all need to tune in, go back and watch the episode. You know, look, she is on Oprah Winfrey Network, okay? On, y'all, on. That's who I'm talking to today. Sabrina, let the people know. Look, I'm jumping ahead of myself because I'm so excited. But let them know what season you were on Ready to Love so they can make sure they go back and watch you.
Yeah, so I was either on, they have this thing where because season 3 was actually called The Last Resort, even though it was season 3. So you can just search up Ready to Love DC. So I was on that season.
Look, y'all, matter of fact, look, let me throw in a clip. Let me get them a tease.
So it's choosing day, and the choice is already obvious. Sabrina and I, we know each other. We've discussed what we want. So let's just walk into the sunset, man.
this is the end of the journey. This is the end of the road. And I'm like really feeling like a lot of different kind of emotions, but I knew what I came to do. I love the color.
Likewise. You coming down looking like a princess.
Queen.
Queen, excuse me.
Thank you.
She said, "What you doing tonight?" Look, Sabrina, talk to us. Are you ready to love?
I've been ready to love since I came out the womb, because you know why? I am love. That's why.
Yes.
So absolutely, I've been ready.
Yes. So look, the question: are you dating? Look, it's $1 million. I want to know. Look, settle down, men, and settle down.
That is the $1 million question. After watching the clip, you guys will know, and if you watch the show, and everyone knows at the end of that show, the man that I was dating, he chose me in the end, but I did not choose him. He was standing there with all these roses, and it was a beautiful scene. And I did not choose him. I chose myself, and I chose my daughter.
Come on, Sabrina.
Yeah, I did, because, you know, I've been single for almost 4 years, and I said to myself, my next relationship, I really, truly want it to be my last relationship. I didn't go through all these relationships and all these lessons and challenges and detours and wrong turns to end up with the wrong one again, you know? So I said, I'm not going to do it. And it was a great experience. He's a great man. He just wasn't my man. And I wasn't going to settle for national TV just to say I was going to be with the man on TV. That's just something I just wasn't going to do. So I did. I chose my daughter. I chose myself. And, you know, it's been 2 years in July since the show aired. And for 2 years, I've still been single. And of course, people DM me all the time because I have my own show on YouTube. They're always like, Sabrina, have you found love? You need to hurry up and get you a man. You know, like, you're such a great woman. Like, you deserve love. Like, you deserve it. You deserve it. So yes, the $1 million question is did I find love? So
Right.
the answer is, and I'm going to give you the exclusive because nobody knows this, because I'm very private when it comes to my life. But yes, I am dating a wonderful man, and he's everything that I've ever asked for. So he's amazing. He's amazing.
Baby, I see you shining, baby.
Yeah, that's my boo.
Lord, when you said that, I mean, like, your cheeks, your eyes.
My face hurts.
So, you know, hey, I love it. I love it for you. You deserve happiness.
Thank you.
You know, and ladies, I want y'all to listen to what this woman is saying. She chose her.
Yeah.
You know, she was on national TV and she still chose her.
Yeah.
Come on. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love. Look, let's talk about your designs now, Miss Sabrina. Y'all, she got a lot going on. Oh, and by the way, you know, make sure now, men, did y'all hear her? She has somebody. She is in love. So if you're gonna slide in the DM, make sure you got your cash out ready. It's to purchase a book.
That's right.
That's the only reason you need to go in the DM.
That part.
And so the beautiful Sabrina, she is a fashion icon. Even during the pandemic, she was still sewing, making masks for many people, and even donated masks. Yeah. But when I tell you, I mean, you have been on just about every runway, you know, and I know you hosted DC's runway fashion show event as well. So, you know, talk to us about how did you, you know, start your career as a fashion designer?
Oh, wow. That goes back all the way to 2002, honey, and we do not have enough time. But I will say that, you know, probably back in 2013, because I took a break from sewing and I really didn't have a company. It was just something that I did on the side. But after my daughter was born in 2012, you know, I took like a 5-year break. I didn't sew. And when she was born, because I know how to sew and I am self-taught, I literally bought my first sewing machine from the Goodwill store for $25. And I went and got clearance material and I taught myself how to sew. And but when she was born, I got that little niche, I had that little, tickle, like, make your daughter something. How can I not make my little
Right.
daughter, a cute little outfit? So that's how I started sewing again. And I made her like these cute little leggings, funny little prints, cute little prints. And I would take her to the mall, and she just would walk in her cute little outfit, and women would come up to me, and men would come up to me, and they would say, "Oh my God, she's so cute." And she was so adorable. They would be like, "Her leggings are so cute. Like, where did you get them?" And I would be like, in my head, I already knew. I was like, this is the start of a new business.
Exactly.
I would say I made them. They like, "Oh my God, I would love some for my daughters. I have 4 girls. I have twins. Can I get some for my God? There's a birthday coming up." And that's how I started sewing again in 2013. My daughter was born in 2012. So I started the girls' clothing lines, my daughter's clothing line. My daughter's name is Sedora. Her clothing line is called Sedorables. So after I started that business, women would say, well, the mothers would say, "I want matching leggings for my daughter." I'm so sorry about my dogs. Hey guys, I want matching leggings with my daughter. So that's how I started the women's line. And then it just kind of grew from there. And instead of it just being leggings, it was like, "Can you make me this dress?" Or, "Can you make me this? I'm going to the beach and I need a cover up." Or, "Can you make me," you know what I mean? So, and it just grew and grew and grew. And then in 2018, I presented my own collection at DC Fashion Week. I got invited to Paris Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week, but COVID happened. So I couldn't do it. So,
Yes. Look, and I know you've been in countless magazines. Hey, name a few for us. I want you to look out for Sabrina. Support her in all of her endeavors. She's involved in so much. Let them know some of the magazines that you've been featured in.
So because of my designs, and I didn't have money for a photographer, I started doing my own photography. And then my daughter actually did the photography for me when I wear my designs, and I would take pictures of the models. So that's how my photography business kind of started. So I am in a lot of magazines personally as myself as a designer and for the modeling, but I'm in a lot of magazines because of my photography that I've submitted. And my daughter, she's now 10 years old, but she's a 3-time published photographer. And I'm a published photographer as well because of it. But I've been in Pose magazine, I've been in Copa Style magazine, I've been in Top Cat Live, I've been in Beauty and Barber magazine. God, it's so many, but that's some to name a few. And
Yeah. Did y'all hear her say that her daughter is a 3-time published photographer? That's what dedication to your children looks like. She chose her and her daughter. Okay?
That part.
That part. Come on.
She's
Yeah.
my only photographer. I won't shoot with anyone else. Every professional picture that you see of me on my social media with me wearing my clothing or just me out, if it looks professional, my daughter took those pictures. Period.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And today your daughter is 11 years old, right?
She will be November 1st. Yep.
Okay. I know you say you had her in 2012. That's me doing math.
Yeah. She will be very soon.
Look, a baby, y'all, a baby. Look, train your children up. Come on, train your children.
Yep.
Yes. So, Sabrina, please give us some final words. The final words I would like for you to leave for women and men who are being traumatized. Can you give them some final words on how they too can reclaim their lives?
Listen, I'm just going to tell you what I did to reclaim my life. And I hope that even if this reaches one person, then I know that I did my job. Always remember to love you more at the end of the day. One thing I will always do is bet on myself. Always. You can never lose. You can never lose. You have to lead with love, and you have to think about how much love is around you, how many people are around you, and there's resources for you to reach out to these people. There's 1-800 numbers that you can call to get help, just to talk to somebody. But you have to understand that this life and this world is so much bigger than what you're going through, and what you're going through is just a little mustard seed that you're dealing with. And think about everything else that's waiting for you in the future. You can't get there if you stick with this little seed over here, but all you need is a mustard seed of faith to know that you can make it to the next level. Period.
Wow.
You can do it. Believe in yourself. It's people that are out here that love you. And trust me, I love you. You know why? Because I am loved. It took me a long time to get to where I am. It's not going to happen overnight, but every day just start becoming the best version of yourself and just lead with love. That's it.
Wow. You are definitely loved. You are beautiful. And you have a beautiful smile. And I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And look, I am so, so grateful that you took the time to join me here today on Reclaiming My Life. And if you would, Sabrina, one more time for the people, let them know how they can contact you.
You can contact me on all social media platforms. I'm on Thread, Twitter, Instagram. I have my own YouTube channel. I have shows on there as well. And I do vlogs on Facebook at Miss MS Sabrina, Sabrina, Seoul, Seoul, as in Seoul, Korea, on all platforms.
All right. Look, y'all heard it. Look, Sabrina, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And to my amazing audience, I thank you all so much for tuning in every week. Thank you so much for your love and your support. And I pray that if you are going through something, please know that there is hope, that you too can reclaim your life. Be blessed.